As somebody that has watched Bleach, I don't know, since nearly when it first aired, Bleach fans and myself are stoked because, well, you know why. The final arc, the 1,000-Year Blood War, is finally happening on Disney Plus Hulu. But as somebody that has watched the series for ages, these are favorite moments to help build up to this anticipated as hell anime. It was a conflict as to how to do this list. Was it like a top 10 moments, top 10 fights, top 10 whatever, characters, I don't know. Why not just accumulate it all in various awards? And we can start that off with the favorite track, because boy, Bleach is full of some awesome music that really makes it all feel haunted, yet kind of rock-ish. Like, just the composing of this anime is amazing, but if there's a favorite track, it's not number one. The Precipice of Defeat is like the definitive Bleach track to me. It is haunting, it is epic, it is just badass. It goes with the feel of the show, and whenever you hear it come on, you know shit is going down. Like, if you hear that in real life before anything, you know it's going down. And speaking of music, the favorite OP and ED, these are not for just the songs, because I ain't rolling like that, folks, that are like, damn, this song slaps. I look at the whole package. And to me, the whole package of best OP of the show, hands down, for me personally, obviously the first one is fantastic. But for me, OP 13 is Ranbu No Melody, and it is flawless. Because Ranbu No Melody is literally feeling like it is the finale of the show. It is the finale of this long-ass battle and thing that has been foreshadowed since the beginning with the battle against Aizen. Aizen is the main bad guy of the show, and just this OP makes it feel like not only is it the finale of this whole thing that this has all been building up to, but it's even the imagery too. They have this really ghostly-like camera work happening where you don't even see any fighting happening until the back half kicks in. And then even then, it almost looks like you are looking through some kind of supernatural glasses. Like, the whole OP just feels like you are not witnessing a normal anime. You are actually, whatever the thing is, the person that can see supernatural stuff. But the ED, I love ED 26. ED 26 is my love. It is my fantasy. It is just, I've listened to it so many times. There's so many great EDs in this show that I would argue Bleach has better EDs than OPs, but this ED is for those of us that love Ichigo and Rukia, whether it's as friends, as whatever, or romantically. This is the ED to highlight the relationship that has been there since the first episode, and just seeing everything through Rukia's perspective of her time with Ichigo before we know exactly what this ED is building up to, which is their inevitable goodbye. That's what this is building up to, and that makes it a very emotional one too. Which kind of leads me to my favorite ship of the show, which is Ichigo and Rukia. Ichigo and Rukia is like the ship that made me feel like I realized what ships were. I wanted these two together so much because of their goddamn chemistry. It is through the moon, their chemistry, and I freaking love them for it. And it almost makes them as a pair, whether they are romantic or not, they're just so amusing to be around because they're so much like each other. They have the same values and they behave very similarly too. But Rukia's definitely the more, calm-headed one than Ichigo's recklessness is. She keeps him in line, and she's willing to say stuff that frickin' Orihime never says. She's bashful about it and shit, but Rukia just does it, and therefore their relationship moves forward a lot goddamn faster. So anyways, I don't mean to spark any debates, but you can tell what camp I lay in. And I don't mean to start fights, but let's talk about the favorite fight. Favorite fight of the show is kind of tough, but it just, as I rewatch the show, it just still is Ichigo versus Ulquiorra. Because yeah, there's a lot more intense fights and a lot more story relevant fights too. Byakuya is hands down, like, that was built up for long ass time. Grimjo, the animation went through the roof. There's a lot of great fights in the show, but Ulquiorra was built up while also having a lot of not morality, but just kind of embodies what a literal argument is. Like, we always want to win an argument and make the person hop onto our perspective deep down. And that's what Ulquiorra is doing throughout this whole fight. Like, not for the first, like, third of it, but once it starts getting serious, it's barely even a fight. It's just a smackdown of Ulquiorra trying to freaking change Ichigo's perspective and really, like, break him down. Instead of just beating Ichigo, he's trying to mentally beat Ichigo. He's trying to prove he is right, not by, like, if I win this, I'm right. But it's more like, as the fight's going on, he's trying to prove his point that Ichigo's a freaking idiot of a human. And that just makes it a lot more emotionally compelling to me. Plus, the presentation throughout is just scary. It's very dark. It's on the roof of Hueco Mundo, and it's evil. And then, of course, there's, well, some big transformations that happen. And I don't really have a way to segue to this next one, but just an underrated episode, I feel. An underrated episode is Ikkaku's Arrancar fight. Ikkaku, the third seat of Squad 11, favorite bald guy, and Vic Mignogna voices him in dub. Vic, I hope you're getting good work out there, man. I love you. I watch the show in Japanese primarily, but just still, shout out to Vic. But like, Ikkaku in this episode, it's not even just Ikkaku himself that makes it great. It's an episode that reminds me why I like to witness things in anime form instead of manga form. This is one of those episodes for that, because it is just no cutaways whatsoever from this fight, except for like just one, and even that one cutaway is a great one. But that's it. The entire episode is just fantastically animated, really well lit in the night against a volcano of a being, and Ikkaku has a big surprise that really stuns audiences. It's a fantastic episode that I think is one of my favorites of the series, if not the favorite, but I feel like it is a very underrated episode, so I just want to highlight that. And a lot of people don't like to highlight the fillers in this show because, well, there's a lot of them. It's more that they're very ill-timed, but I just want to shout out my favorite filler arc because I did enjoy the fillers, believe it or not. And my favorite arc of the fillers is the Zanbato Rebellion. The Zanbato Rebellion, to me, is hands down best filler arc of the show. Bounce is the worst, and the copy cat whatever, the last big filler arc, that was just fan service galore. Absolutely. Like, but the Zanbato Rebellion arc, it's just an actual plot line that I could picture happening. It's definitely filler, and it's not really building the characters, but it builds their relationship with their Zanbato, which we've known has feelings, you know, they're actual beings. So I just thought it was cool, and it was a lot of cool character designs to come from it too. Speaking of characters, what's your favorite character? I was thinking about this long and hard, and I'm just gonna say favorite male character, Zaraki Kenpachi. He is the man. Anytime he is in any kind of fight, it is just simple. He just wants to swing his sword, have a good time, and I love him. I can't tell you why. I've just always liked the characters in shows that they just want a good fight, you know, and they just, I don't know, that's it. My favorite female character, on the other hand, is one of my best girls of all time, and probably my favorite character of the show, Rukia Kuchiki. Rukia, I don't know what else to say about her. I love her. She's small, but she packs a punch, and she values her friends a lot, but not in that overly cheesy way where she's like, I fight for my friends. Like, no, she's just a genuinely considerate person, and she will say things as it is instead of being around the bush about it. And she has this kind of presence to her that she always is. She's just bold. Like, I love that Rukia is this small girl, but she's so bold, and her fighting style is gorgeous too. I just freaking love her, and she's the first Shinigami we meet in the show, so she's iconic. But because Bleach is full of hot ass people, I thought the hottest peeps award. I'm straight, but I gotta admit, Shunsui Kyoraku? Shunsui Kyoraku. Let's go with that. I'm straight, but this man is sexy as hell. Like, I can't deny. He's got a goofball personality. He looks fantastic. He's the most flashy dressed of all the captains. He's got lady lieutenants working under him, and they play hard to get with him, but I feel like they have to acknowledge they're working for the sexiest captain. And Yoruichi is hands down hottest girl of Bleach. Go away, Rangiku people. Go away, Orihime people. Soy phone. Boy, soy phone's actually really freaking hot. But Yoruichi is the definition cat, fighter, persona, whole package. And we come to the favorite moment and Bankai. And Bankai, I don't have one. There's really a Bankai I've always thought that is hands down my favorite one. In terms of the anime, I more so just love to talk about the Espada releases in the Arrancar arc, specifically 1 through 5. All those sons of bitches have awesome releases, and yes, I am mentioning Nortora because he is an underrated character, and his release was freaking dope. And the moment is also something that's kind of hard to nail down. I love Renji begging Ichigo to save Rukia. That is a moment that is animated great. It's lit fantastically. The music during this scene as well is super powerful with the great voice acting from Renji. It is a great moment. And Ulquiorra approaching Ichigo in Hueco Mundo. That is another example of fantastically lit. The music as Ulquiorra is walking down the stairs with that freaking Mexican guitar is flawless. But also it's like, oh shit, Ulquiorra and Ichigo are actually having a one-on-one potential moment. Are they about to fight? And don't think the Fullbringer arc doesn't make it into this show or list or whatever this is at all, because it does. Being Tsukushima, when he manipulates all of Ichigo's friends and family. I read that in the manga and watched it in the anime. Both times I was like, I didn't expect this show to go someplace like this, but it got really, really horrifying. But what's to come in the 1,000-Year Blood War that I don't want to spoil for anybody in case you haven't, if you've waited this long, like the 10 years, I don't want to spoil nothing for you, but just know certain things you're going to be like, oh, this is a Keebs moment. This is a moment that Westside Otaku, this is a moment that Tony is very ready for. As vague as possible, just keep your eyes on head Captain Yamamoto. Just keep your eyes on that, yeah. This Quincy, I'm putting him on screen, just a screenshot. Yeah, there's some scary shit there.
Does the phrase number 0 mean anything to you?
There's gonna be a fight that involves, literal
imagination.
Leave more potential favorites in the comments down below, though, and feel free to ask if I didn't address any, because it's time. Bleach is finally back, and I just wanted to be able to reflect on it with you. Don't forget to be Geek Proud Awesome, and I'll see you probably in the Bleach reaction. Like, I'm probably going to react to that first episode, because, yeah, Westside Otaku out.